Attention please. This uploading is only for educational purpose. No intention to infringe copyrights. Learning English with subtitles. GPITRAL. Follow us.
The historic fishing port of Brixham is preparing for Heritage Week. Deputy Harbour Master Dave Bartlett is readying the quayside for the arrival of vintage sailing boats from all over the UK.
You all right, my buddy? Do you need a hand or anything?
Julian's going to come over in a minute, give us a hand and move a boat. He's
Yeah.
going to take my ropes.
Yeah, all right. You need somebody over the other side? It's always hands on, yeah. Yeah, just ignore the white shirt. I get through about 3 or 4 a week. My missus goes absolutely ballistic with it. Every night. Clean shirt. There's a fantastic heritage history here in Brixham. It's the birthplace of your beam trawlers. A lot of the boats which are going to be involved in the race were actually the original Brixham fishing fleet. Hello chaps, how you doing, okay?
Yeah, doing all right.
Well, I think we're more or less ready.
Yeah.
Just trying to get a feel for how many boats will actually be here.
Yeah.
I think we got enough room here now for them all to get set in. You've missed a little bit on the bow.
We'll go off.
Oh dear.
22-year-old fisherman's daughter Jess Knights is hoping her family's obsession, 90-year-old fishing boat Iris, will be one of the 17 vintage boats taking part.
Dad helped get the heritage race going again, so it's definitely a really big passion of his to see all the boats, you know, sailing in the bay like they used to. I'm watching down the deck. It's so all the seams stay intact and they don't open up in the heat of the sun. I'm supposed to do it every day, but I don't always. There's always something to do on a boat. It's like a naughty child that won't do what it's told, like, constantly having problems and setbacks. Dad's wanted to set fire to it a few times, but at the end of the day, she's a beautiful boat and you can see the potential, so you know that when she is finally finished, it will all be worth it.
Come on, Mr. Tibbs. Oh, just nicely now, don't pet me. There's a good boy. Oh, that's nice. Do you want one? Sounds like a good idea.
I don't like drinking on my own. What about Heritage Week? You got much going on, or?
No, I've got nothing going on. I don't get anything from it, love, because everything's going on down the quay. You know, years ago when all the Morris men used to come up, when they'd finished dancing and doing the thing, then we had the clog dancing over here. It was good then, because I used to get some custom from it, but now I don't see anything. I don't see anything of it now. It's all changed. It's all, and not for the better. Perhaps that's something I shouldn't have said, but there you go.
These timeless streets have seen babies born. From young boys to men, they've left these shores. And girls to mothers have grown and loved this ancient town that looks down from above. Gently enclosing the harbour's calming waters, inherited haven for Fishtown's sons and daughters. The Knights family have always relied on the sea for a living, but Father Tony hopes to build a future for Jess and son Peter beyond fishing. He hopes to turn Iris into a chartered sailing business. Whilst Jess works on their vintage boat, 30 miles away, Tony and Peter are landing a haul of scallops in Plymouth.
My main job is to stay on the Miranda working so we can pay for the work to be done on Iris. The last 4 years have been absolutely intense. The amount of sea time we've done just to pay for the boat, it's been unreal. I think we've done 210 days last year at sea. It's going to be a family-run business. Still need to earn quite a lot of money before we can, I can think about stopping fishing.
The Knights aren't the only people trying to build the business outside of fishing. In Brixham, 33-year-old Chris Aggett is local born and bred. He worked in the Navy and as a trawlerman, but after a back injury at sea, needed to work on land and opened a toy shop.
It's hard going in Brixham. It's a small place and money's getting tighter. I mean, there is a bit of money from the fishermen coming in, but even they're struggling at the moment. The first year, absolutely brilliant. This year, it's probably down by about 40%. And basically, no one's been spending any money, so, you know, I've had to make the call and say, that's it, I've got to go before I get into financial trouble.
I don't want you to close.
I got to, mate.
I was going to miss you. God knows when we do at Christmas time.
He's one of my best customers.
I've known Chris for about 3 or 4 years. We used to work together in a fish factory. We both sat at our shops about 2 years ago at the same time. I'm in the food industry, so people have got to eat. That's probably what I'm doing all right, you know. I'm not doing amazingly brilliant, but I'm making a living. You know what I mean? Working 8 hours a week. His sales is like toys and computer and video games, which obviously are not essentials.
How long have you had your shopping?
Oh, like 2 years. Bang on 2 years. I know that because I'll give my tax return in. Right, that's £9.09. They're all about the same. Is that
4 pieces?
Oh, you want 4, don't you?
4, yeah.
That bit there?
Yeah, that's lovely.
There you go. £12.52 then.
Thank you very much.
It's going to be a job to get rid of it all, I think, but, well, just got to do it, haven't we? Anything that doesn't go goes on eBay. I may owe a bit of money back to the bank, which means I'm going to have to earn to pay them back, or else I could lose my house as well. You know, so it's looking like I'm going to have to go see whether it disables me or not.
A lifetime on the water, drifting with the flow. It's the rhythm of the sea the fisherman must follow. A never-ending voyage, traveling the ocean, mirrors its movement and echoes its motion. Fated forever to chase the currents, fishermen are nomads of the sea, ocean migrants. Tony's back in Brixham with just 2 days to go until the Heritage Regatta. Today, he's fitting a hand-worked mast based on Iris's original 90-year-old design.
Is something grown 20 foot now? It's gone up, right? Down, 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 down. The mast is slightly bigger diameter than the boot, the mast boot. We're f***ed. What you measured the hole? No, they made this too big, and they.